Hey fellow rockstars, Dr. Dan here, and in this video I want to talk to you guys about battle ropes. Now, I'm not sure if you've heard of battle ropes before. Maybe you've seen them done, maybe you've done them yourself, if you did any kinds of boot camps or some other style of training. They've used them in gyms now for a while. When I was a personal trainer and certified in NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine, these weren't really around. Nobody was really doing them. I mean, heck, we were using stability balls and exercise resistance tubing before they were popular in the gym. I remember I used to sell those out of the back of my car. So this is really cutting edge, as far as the last couple of years this has been going on. But man, I wish I would have found these back when I was a trainer because I love them. What are they? They're just big ass ropes. Matter of fact, they look like something that you would use to tie up like a battleship or something to the dock, or maybe you'd use them to tie up King Kong or something like that. They vary in length and thickness. The average size is about 1.5 inches in diameter around the thickness of the rope. And then they range anywhere from 30 feet to 50 feet and beyond that in full length. And then what you do is you wrap it around a pole or something, you're anchored to something, and then you've got half of the rope in one hand and another half in the other. So in other words, if it's a 50-foot rope, you have 25 feet in each arm. You'd be standing 25 feet away from when you anchored it. So these are really awesome. So what are the benefits? You get both cardiovascular and also strength and conditioning. So this is pretty badass, and I'm not going to get too technical into it, but I've heard people call these like wind sprints for your arms. Now, I never really did wind sprints other than when I was a kid, so I don't do those, but I would say that that's a correct definition because I can't think of anything else as hard that I've ever done for my arms. But it's not boring cardio like walking on a treadmill or elliptical trainer. It's pretty damn amazing. The other thing too is I've heard people say that 10 minutes of doing this is equivalent to about 2 hours of boring cardio. So, and then not only that, and I might be a little off on my numbers because I didn't write them down on this, but I've read something like when you're doing the regular boring cardio, like elliptical trainer or running on a treadmill or whatever you're doing, you basically burn, your metabolism is raised for just a little while. I think it was something like, what was it? Like maybe a few hours. Whereas when you're doing like 2 to 4 hours, whereas you're doing these, the battle ropes, it can actually increase, up to something like 72 hours or 48 hours or 24 hours. It's something like that. Okay. So I will say that is correct because after doing them in the first week, that first week, man, and it's still kind of, but I run really hot at night now, even though I do them about 5 or 6 o'clock at night. When I'm going to bed, I kind of run a little extra hot now, and I'm just like, man, feel like I'm always burning calories. It's pretty damn awesome. So anyway, so let's go ahead and just I'm going to give you a buying guide. Okay. So, plenty of videos out there on routines and stuff like that. So this video's specifically just on the research I did before buying them myself, because I had to get bits and pieces all over the web in order to come up with this this buying guide and how-to kind of thing. So hopefully I could save you some time. So first off, they come in a variety of sizes. Now, I would recommend, let's say first off, they come in like 50 foot. So 50 foot, 2-inch diameter would be they're about 30 pounds of rope, give or take, depending on the manufacturer. 50 foot rope, 1.5 inch diameter is about 24 pounds. And then a 40 foot rope is about 40 foot rope, about 1.5 inch in diameter is about 17 pounds. Okay. So who needs what should you get? Okay. So remember, you can always tie them in a knot at the anchor point and it'll shorten your rope. So I don't recommend going with a 30-foot rope, even if it's for a kid or something, because you can always tie it a couple times in the middle, and that way they won't outgrow it. Or if you're just starting out and you feel like the 40-foot is a little too tough for you, or a 50-foot, you could always tie it. So if you plan on going up to a 50-foot at some point, like if you're more advanced, if you're a woman or a man that's a little bit more advanced, then go for it. Grab a 50 foot, and you can work up to going that full 50 feet. Or you could do the 40 foot and then kind of work up into that. So I probably would, I'll actually go over it real quick. So children and women that aren't planning on building like crazy muscle, you could probably get away with just doing a 40-foot rope, 1.5 inch diameter. Okay, so for women and children that don't want to go crazy bodybuilding kind of style, you can go for that. Then if you do plan on moving up, or if you're a man or a woman that really wants to get straight into the conditioning and get stronger and all that, you can go the 50-foot rope, and remember, you can always tie it in the middle, and then the 1.5 diameter. Now, if you really want to get strong and get crazy strong, and you're already at that point, to where you could handle a little bit more weight, and this is what I did, is I started with the 50-foot, 2-inch in diameter, and that's what I'm actually using right now. Now, they also make a 50-foot, 2.5 inch crazy. I mean, it's crazy big, heavy rope. I know Onnit actually carries this rope. Where I got mine on Amazon. They didn't have that one available, or otherwise I might have bought it. I don't know, but I'm happy with the 2-inch right now, and I probably will work up to the 2.5. But this is if you want to get really, really strong and you really want to get bigger muscles and conditioning and all that stuff, you can go there. But I probably wouldn't recommend starting there if you're just starting out a workout program or anything like that. You might want to start at the 1.5. All right, so let's take a look at some of the ropes. Now, obviously, Onnit has some ropes here. I think they price, let's see, between, that's the heavy rope, 200, 144, about 145 bucks for the 50-foot, 2-inch rope. I like the way it looks, too, with the yellow and black. They got a couple other ones here, 1.5, 109 bucks, 50-foot, 1.5. So you can look at the prices right here. Now, I bought mine on Amazon, so you can go either route. I'll put links down below in this video. Amazon actually has some really good prices. You just search battle ropes, and plus I'm a Prime member, so I get them in 2 days. Now, you will pay for shipping on Onnit, but I think it was like, well, I don't know how much it would be with the weight, but I've purchased other things from them, and it was pretty reasonably priced on the shipping, and I got like 3-day shipping here in California. They're in Texas, I think Austin, Texas or something is where they ship out of. So not too bad, but definitely can't be Prime. 2-day shipping if you're a Prime member. Go through here. The specific ones I purchased, and I'll put a link in here as well. You can see right here, I purchased this. 129 bucks, 50-foot length, the 2-inch diameter. These ropes are pretty damn awesome. These are the ones I purchased. And let's see, then for anchor point, and I'll put the 40 in the below too, so you could do 40 or the 50. Okay, so the anchor point, this is actually what I just purchased, and I'm using this right now for an anchor point. You can just drill that into your wall, and then you're good to go. Now I don't remember if the tools, actually these screws that came with it, so you probably won't be able to use these unless you have you could drill a straight hole into the concrete or into the middle and then have the back point right here. These aren't meant for going into a stud. These drill bit, they're these screws, so you might have to go to, what I did is I just went down to Home Depot and grabbed a couple screws, and I only put 2 in, one here, and that's good enough since I'm not putting a lot of crazy pressure on there. You can put them all in if you like, if you feel safer. But this is the anchor point. Again, you don't need this. You could just wrap it around a piece of furniture that's heavy, the bottom of a couch. You could put a sandbag on top of it. You could do one of those kettlebells, run it through there. There's a lot of different ways you can anchor this down. Heck, I've even done it on the bottom of our heavy coffee table. Or if you're outdoors, you could wrap it around a pole, like a basketball pole or a tetherball pole or anything that's a pole or anything like that, a light post. You could do any of those. And just keep in mind, if you use them outside, they will start to shred at some point if they're smacking down the bottom. But I don't remember if both sets of these ones actually had something in the middle here to kind of protect them right here, a little slip thing, and you might want to duct tape this down so it doesn't slide around. It doesn't move easy, but it'd be a good idea if you're going to use them outdoors. If you're using them indoors, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so that's pretty much it on that. Let's see where to buy them. I already mentioned you can get them on Onnit right here. These are the two places I recommend, either here or just go straight on Amazon. Especially if you have Amazon Prime, you'll get them really quick. And then as far as routines, I mean, heck, you can go on YouTube, search battle rope exercises and put something together. I just took a couple extra. I think it took like 5 or 6 exercises, and I do two sets, 2 intervals or whatever you call it, where I go, one after another. I take the little rest break in the middle, and then I switch out, and then I do it one more time. So I do 2 rounds, I guess you call it. And what I do is I go, and this is especially for beginners, you can do 20 seconds when you're actually doing the exercise, and then go 40 seconds rest immediately after, and then jump back into the next one, okay? And here's an example. I think this is one of the videos that I watched right here, and you can see this. Let's see. So doing alternates, let's see, kind of mixed them up here. High alternates. Then you can do low alt. So you just basically grab a couple of these exercises, and whichever ones you want to start with. I'll probably stay away from the power slams for now. Anything that's like all these are more advanced moves. So just pick like 5 or 6 of them that aren't too crazy advanced for you, and then just mix them together. And again, you're doing 20 seconds on. So you're doing 20 seconds of one of these motions, and then you do a 40-second rest. And as you get stronger, you can shorten that rest period or lengthen the amount of time where you're actually doing the exercise, and then you can or the motion, and you can kind of change them up. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. Go through and mix and match some stuff, and as you get better, you can increase it. Something that will help is if you get one of those HIIT interval trainer timers. You can actually just download it for your smartphone. Grab your phone and just do a quick search in the store, and you'll find plenty of options. This is just one that I really quickly Googled. This is not the one that I own. I actually own another one, but they're all pretty much, I think they should, as long as they have good reviews, they should pretty much do the same thing, where it'll say, hey, look, you've got this much time to finish this exercise, and then next, take this rest for 40 seconds. Now start again. And it'll run you through all those. So it's pretty cool, makes it a lot easier. So I think that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything as far as doing battle ropes. Have fun with them. Add them to your workouts, and make sure you do them, because cardio will not suck anymore. Well, it'll actually be really tough, but it'll be awesome. It'll be a good tough. All right, guys, be a rock star in your business and your life.
Thanks for watching. For more tips, training, and free stuff, be sure to go to rockstarinlife.com and join the Rockstar in Life revolution today. Thanks again, and don't forget to make the world your stage.